Hey! Yo, everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Green Lantern, issue number 1. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, I have to say, I'm quite excited and a little confused by this title. For one hand, I'm incredibly excited because Sinestro is going to be in it as a Green Lantern, and as all of you may know, I love Sinestro. I think he's a great character that really he's different than other villains because he doesn't do evil things for the sake of doing evil or for own personal pride or glory. He does it because he thinks it's part of the greater good. He knows he does bad, but he thinks he's doing it for a good reason. But at the same time, I'm kind of confused because Sinestro is a Green Lantern and starring in this book. See, DC is trying to reach out to new customers, but not everyone's going to know who Sinestro is if they're a new reader. I mean, if they see Hal Jordan or Kyle or John or Guy on the comic cover, they'd probably be okay with it. Especially Kyle or Hal because they've been the two most popular Lanterns. But, I mean, Sinestro, they're like, who is this pink guy on the title of Green Lantern? I don't know him. I've never seen him before. So I'm a little perplexed by that. Makes me think Green Lantern's title is probably going to be more for established comic book readers than new ones. But then again, Green Lantern also has several different titles in its family. Red Lantern, New Guardians, Green Lantern Corps, and also the Green Lantern title. And the question is this: making Sinestro a Green Lantern, was that the right move? Or would it have been better off to start things off with Hal? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. So with that said, let's get into issue number 1 of Green Lantern. Now the issue starts off with Sinestro bounded by green construct chains, and the Guardians are talking to him. Now, for those of you that may not know, Sinestro was given a new Green Lantern ring after the events of War of the Green Lanterns. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but he has the ring and Hal doesn't. And he's not happy about it, nor is Hal. So anyways, the Guardians are telling him that, you know what? We don't think you're going to listen to us. We don't expect you to listen to us, but we expect you to do what all Green Lanterns are supposed to do: protect their sector. So they release Sinestro and let him go about his business. So what does Sinestro do? He goes straight to his homeworld to see how things are going on there. And he finds out that the Sinestro Corps, his own former Lantern Corps, is actually in saving his planet. And he's attacked by a Sinestro Corps member. While this is happening, Hal Jordan's kind of just lost with his life. He doesn't know what to do without the ring. He has no money, he has no car, and he really doesn't have many friends right now. Carol Ferris tried to help him out, but he insults her, and you'll see why with what he does. Stupid Hal. Stupid. Although I'm a little surprised that Carol would actually think Hal would... You'll see when you read. But Hal is pretty much at a low point in his life. So, what happens? Sinestro shows up. And it looks like for Sinestro to find where he belongs and for Hal to find where he belongs, they're going to have to work together. So let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, Sinestro is portrayed beautifully in this. Jeff John really has a good voice for Sinestro. Like I said, Sinestro is a villain who, I guess you could say is evil, but he's more bad than anything. He does bad and evil stuff because he thinks he's doing it for the greater good. It doesn't justify what he's doing, but it gives him a whole new dynamic. It's not like the Joker just running around and killing people. Sinestro actually believes that he's doing it for the greater good, that he's actually being a hero, a savior. And it kind of gives a nice complexity to him. And Jeff Johns always handled that aspect of Sinestro nicely. And I always like Sinestro in green. He looks good in green. And I'm actually really excited on where they go with him as a Green Lantern, no matter how long it may last. Hal Jordan's story arc is okay with him kind of being lost and not knowing where to go. But it got better when we found out that Sinestro actually came to him and the two kind of need to help each other out. Because really, we've seen Hal Jordan kind of find himself many times before. There was a whole story arc, The Road Home or The Road Back, which dealt with him trying to find himself. So, really, we've done this before with Hal. So it's nice to see that they say, screw this, we're going to him working with Sinestro. The action was good and the story setup was pretty good. Bad. Well, as good as Jeff Johns is with the Green Lantern title, I never really liked his interpretations of the Guardians as being complete arrogant assholes. I can understand how they're disattached with the world and what's going on in the universe, and I can understand them being emotionless, but they're being complete assholes. You don't see Data on Star Trek having no emotions and going around and being an asshole. No. He's Data. the Guardians, I just didn't care for how they were portrayed. They did a few things in here that raised some eyebrows. But besides that, this issue was really good. This won't be welcoming to new readers. This is a continuation on what we've had with Green Lantern up to this point. So if you're a fan of Green Lantern, or if you've been reading Green Lantern up to this point, you're going to enjoy this. This is fun. This is the next chapter in Geoff Johns' love affair with Green Lantern. If you're a new reader, you probably won't enjoy this as much. You're going to say, who's Sinestro? Who's Hal Jordan? What's happening here? This isn't inviting to new readers. Kind of like how Batgirl really wasn't too inviting to new readers either, at least from the get-go. But, I mean, this really is for more established comic book readers. But in the issue itself, it was a fun issue, it was enjoyable, and I liked it. It was good. And it was a good start to the next Green Lantern chapter. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. Green Lantern. Pick it up if you get a chance. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.